Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of January 31st through February 2nd, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you guys want to book your own personal or private reading, be sure to email me. If you have this year's price list, you can just make your payment on Friday. But if you need the price list, go ahead and email me first. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, that is a different process. So I normally post a notification when I'm taking calls. Make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get those notifications. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Seven of Wands. We have Judgment. We have the Magician. Then we have the Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so central issue here is that you guys are having to set boundaries. I feel that this is also having to stand up for what you believe in. You may be feeling defensive for whatever reason. So I don't know if people are coming at you where you feel like you need to protect yourself or protect your beliefs. But whatever it is, I feel like you're standing firm on your ground. And I also feel that you are going to come out successful or as the victor in this situation, because you may be looking at something with a higher perspective. You may have additional information that other people are not aware of, or something puts you over the edge. This is also you maybe standing out from the crowd some type of way, beating out your competitors or enemies in any type of situation. So I feel like you're going to be standing out from the crowd. Now, I also feel that this could be a situation where it looks like action could be taken as far as the pursuit of one's desires. So either you are going to do something to pursue your desires. I kind of feel like there's something that you're needing to secure, and you're like, let me go ahead and take care of this. I'm going to secure this right now. And then I can rest. I don't have to think about it anymore. So it's something that I feel that you are kind of just taking some sort of precaution. If this is in a situation where it's dealing with romance, there could be someone coming towards you. So maybe I'm picking up the other person's perspective, where they view you as the person that they want. So now they feel like they have to do whatever it takes to secure that, to claim you, to make it known, to take you off of the market. I feel like you guys are also having to confront the past. There may be some sort of unfinished business that needs to be, like you need to take care of that. You're going to be faced with it because something keeps coming back up. Something keeps resurfacing. Even if it's coming like in different forms, like it just keeps transforming itself. Let's say it's a situation where you're supposed to learn a lesson in love and you keep avoiding different type of people. You're like, no, I'm avoiding this person. It's like, that's fine. You can avoid that person, but more than likely the next person that comes along is going to have those same traits. And it's just like, either way, you're having to deal with it. You're having to face something. So it might come to you in many different forms. Maybe it could even take the form of something else completely. Like maybe it doesn't come and a love interest, but this time the lesson comes in the form of a friend or some sort of weird job scenario. I don't know. I just feel like whatever it is, your lesson keeps getting disguised in different forms because you're having to confront these past issues. I also feel like something is like the big elephant in the room, and we need to address that. Like, we need to address the elephant in the room. And I also feel like what the magician is saying, a couple of things. On a positive note, this is good because it indicates that whatever it is that you want to have in life or whatever you want to manifest, you already have the tools in front of you to make that happen. You don't need to go shopping. You don't need to do this, that, and the other. Everything you need is already within your vicinity, in your limits. You're already surrounded with that, so you can just make it work. This is also good if you have to transform your situation some type of way. Maybe something just doesn't go right. Let's just say you are a restaurant owner and there's something on the menu, you're out of a certain ingredient, you're like, oh geez, how can I can't close the restaurant down just because I don't have that ingredient. Well, you're substituting, you're working your magic, you're finding other ways to make that meal just as delicious and memorable for, people to eat. So in some way, the magician is about making magic and creating something out of nothing type of situation. I don't know what your something out of nothing situation could be, but it's like it's happening. Now I'm also looking at these roses here. So I think something romantic also may be happening. Someone may be indirectly sending love messages. And this is something that has already happened in the past. It's just something that keeps happening again. Where it's like, this person is sending me indirect messages again. So I do feel like someone is kind of, and it's like it causes confusion because someone is still not speaking directly. They're speaking directly, but indirectly. It's making me think of somebody going outside and just shouting, I love you to the person that they're thinking about. And it's just like, okay, so you got it out your system, but you didn't say it to them. So technically it's still an issue. So yeah, something's going on there. It just needs to be, an issue needs to be addressed. Because I feel like there's some sort of metaphysical fighting or indirect fighting for what you want. Somebody may even be using some sort of magic or spell work to get what they want. They're like, you know what, I can't say directly what I want, but what I will do is this magic spell, and hopefully, they'll magically appear or what have you. Someone's been carrying a heavy burden around. I feel like there may be something that you're passionate about, but there's this burden or this sense of obligation towards completing a goal or going after what you want. I feel like there's action being taken, like something's happening where you are going to be moving towards someone or moving towards a goal, or this is you just being very busy over the weekend. It's like you're motivated, something motivates you to just keep going. And I also do feel like you're almost at the end, like something is happening where maybe your spirit guides want you to know, like, look, you can do this. It's almost over. This is the last step. This is the last whatever. And so you got this. So I feel like spirit also may be trying to encourage you to keep going or to keep pushing forward because something is almost over. Like the hardest part is almost over. Romantically, it looks like an ex wants to reach out to you. Maybe someone wants to say how they feel or talk about the fact that they're hurting. Someone may be playing some sort of song or music about broken hearts or just something emotional. something that really hits home. I feel like you guys might see or feel something that really hits home over the weekend. Even if it's not about something romantic, I just feel like something hits home. And you feel like it could inspire you to fight for something. Like, for instance, like on the news, and they were talking about these foster kids and people who don't have a stable home. I don't know why that always does something to me. It makes me cry. Like, it keeps making me say, do I want to be a foster mother one day? Like, I want to give people a safe home. Like, that is something that I think about. But my point is, I feel like something you hear or see could hit home. And it's just like, I have to do something about it. Like, what can I do? And even if it's just some sort of small step, I feel like you might be doing that. Like, or setting your intentions out at least, or giving yourself some sort of ultimatum, like, you know, I need to do this by this age or within this time frame. If I don't have this done, then, you know, I have to do this by this time frame. So you might be giving yourself an ultimatum in regards to something that hits your heart. I also feel like maybe someone is waiting for something to happen. Now, I got a similar message out, I think, in the air sign, where I feel like someone's going to put it out there how they feel, and then they have to wait and see what happens from there. So I don't know who's putting their heart out. I don't know if you're putting your heart out for someone and then you're waiting to see what response you get. You're like, oh, what are they going to say? Do they feel the same? Or someone does this to you and you say, is it worth it? Like, I don't know. How should I respond? Should I give them another chance? I really feel like there's a situation where someone who it's either an ex, or it could just be a friend or someone who hurt you. At some point, they hurt you. And it's like this opportunity to reconnect or to heal or repair the damages. But whatever it is, it's like you're kind of sitting back like, I don't know, should I give it another chance? I need to think about it. Like, is this investment going to pay off? I feel like someone's taking an assessment. I feel like you may end up playing the waiting game over the weekend, whether it's in regards to a career opportunity, matters in love, or something about making things happen for yourself, or how to make, like, you're having to reflect and kind of take a step back. And I also feel that this is saying that something is just slow to manifest. It's just that because you're just constantly looking at the clock, or you're constantly waiting to see something bloom, like it's going to take forever. But something is happening, it just doesn't look like it. So when it does happen, it seems like it happens overnight. It's just like it came out of nowhere. It didn't really come, the results didn't really come out of nowhere. It's just that it has been growing and there's nothing else that you really need to do at this point. It's just like give your mind a rest, give your heart a rest. I feel like it's just a need to give something a rest. It'll happen. Let me start with this Knight of Wands. Something seems unusual. I feel like something may come off as magical or like a miracle, because I'm getting like a unicorn energy, something that seems impossible or like a fairy tale. But I feel that something may have the potential of a fairy tale ending. Someone is gaining the courage to say or do something, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So someone definitely wants to open up, but they're shy or they're afraid. But I feel that this is overcoming that and acting fearless and confident. And then I'm noticing that there are 2 sevens that are out. So I don't know if you've been seeing 7-7 or if something about 7-7 is significant for you. Could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, such as yourself. Or you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone is asking, like, how do I approach this confident person? So I feel like the shy person is kind of like, how do I approach the confident person? And the star, I feel like, is promising the fulfillment of something, and that the universe has heard your prayers. It's just a matter of, things coming into fruition. Also could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Someone also may be at a distance. Some form of strategy is involved. I feel like someone has been strategizing on how to approach you, or you have been strategizing how to approach someone, or you've been strategizing how to pursue your dreams, or how to, if you're working more than one job, like you're trying to figure out things about your finances. So I feel like something is being carried out. Someone's plans are being carried out. It's like, okay, this is what I've already had on a list, on the agenda. Now it's time to execute it. So something that has been in the making will be happening. This is something that you've been waiting for. Like, I almost feel like someone is saying, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for, the signal or the clue. So the sevens also make me think of divine timing. So something is all in divine timing. Let me also look at the 10 of Wands. Some of you are wanting to start your own business and you just haven't known like how to take that path or where to start. But I feel like maybe you're taking some sort of steps towards that this weekend. If you work a 9 to 5, I feel like you might call off on one of these days over the weekend because you've been working too much. You may need to figure out if you even want to stay at that job. Somebody has been carrying a burden of emotions or not knowing what to do. I'm also getting something in regards to temptation. Now, one situation I see, somebody is obligated to another person. So maybe there's someone that you're wanting to be involved with, but they're obligated to someone else, and you may be coming off as temptation. Maybe this person's always coming at you. Maybe you're trying to resist them or avoid them. Something has been like adding fuel to the fire. the pressure is getting heavy for somebody. Like whatever I feel like maybe you or someone coming towards you is dealing with temptation or some sort of hidden desire or something very taboo. Someone is carrying like a lot of weight on them and asking like, what do I do with all this energy or this passion that I'm feeling? Someone is hesitant to come forward because they were hurt in the past and they're thinking that they're going to be hurt again. I'm seeing something going on where there is this strong desire. There's this temptation. See, it's Ten of Wands again. Well, I feel like the hardest part is coming to an end. Now, there also could have been some sort of breakup, or someone has been carrying the burden of a breakup on their shoulders. They're like, this breakup has weighed a lot on me, or has taken its toll on me. Someone may have decided to go ahead and walk away from a situation that was no longer serving their highest good. So whether that's a person or a career choice, I feel like maybe someone feels that they can't take it anymore. I really feel like someone is more so trying to suppress these desires though, but it's getting to be too much. Someone is like, I don't know how much longer I can hold out. I also feel like maybe someone's will is breaking. Let me look at this Three of Swords. I'm looking at a lot of emotional turmoil. Things have been cloudy. Yeah, so Queen of Cups, someone's definitely been maybe crying or purging. Someone still it misses you or is brokenhearted. There's this strong desire to reach out. Someone wants to reach out. They're like, I just need to reach out. I need to get this person's attention. But I feel like someone needs to gather themselves. They need to prepare themselves and be confident to go after the person that they want. But it looks like their heart is burning, like there's a burning desire to do this. Definitely someone snooping from a distance. And I also feel like maybe something was revealed on someone's social media, especially if it was Facebook. But I feel like maybe something was revealed on social media or something was confirmed. And it's like, okay, now something's been confirmed about someone's feelings. And then it's a matter of taking action after that. And then let me also look at the Seven of Pentacles, and then I'll pull some energy cards. I feel like some of you are trying to make some sort of decision in regards to career or a job. Like, I feel like you're considering leaving. You're like, should I leave this job? Is it worth it? Can I afford it? So there's something about a job. Maybe you feel like there's too much work. There's too much pressure. So I feel like some of you are wanting to leave a job. For some of you, it could be a relationship. It's like, should I leave this relationship and go towards someone else? especially if it's a situation where maybe there is someone else that has your attention, or someone that you're wanting to reconnect with, but you're already in a relationship, but you know, this person is still around you or lingering, and you're like, I don't know if I should stay in my relationship or if I should go towards give this person another chance. I feel like that might be something that's going on. But either way, whatever's been weighing you down, I feel like that is coming to an end. Like the hardest part is almost over. Those of you that are in relationships, it could be a situation about taking things more serious, or thinking about commitment and feeling like that's a big deal, like that's a big responsibility to commit to someone. Maybe someone had cold feet in the past where they were going to get engaged and then something happened. And then it looks like someone wants to reconcile, or they feel obligated to reconcile a friendship or a love situation. They're feeling some sort of pressure. Someone is contemplating relocating for love or relocating for career. So let's look at some energy cards. All right, what additional messages are there for fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so we have anxiety, rest and rejuvenate, strategy, blossoming, abundance. So central issue, looks like you guys have some sort of anxiety about something that you're worried about. You keep thinking about it. It's been an emotional storm within yourself. And I feel like there's a need for you to just kind of take a break. Like there's nothing else that you can do at this point. Everything, I feel like something's already been set in motion. All the past actions have been set in motion. And so if something is meant to be, it's just going to fall into place. So at this point, I feel like you just need to rest up and prepare yourself for whatever's getting ready to change. And I had a similar message in the air sign video, and especially with this strategy and anxiety. Now in the air sign video, it was another card that indicated some sort of anxiety, but strategy was right beneath it. So I don't know if you are somehow linked to air signs, but it does look like something needs to be re-strategized, or you're renewing your strategy. You may be kind of dealing with spirituality in a certain type of way. Maybe there's some sort of different outlook on spirituality that you're having or getting prepared for. But the blossoming abundance indicates that, you know, things are going to blossom. Just like in that Seven of Pentacles, it indicates that something is going to manifest, something will blossom. It just doesn't seem like it. It seems like nothing's happening. So you're stressing and worrying yourself about some things. But once it does blossom or manifest, there's going to be this sigh of relief. And I just feel like, you're going to feel replenished. Your energy is going to get replenished. I feel like someone's been crying a lot. Like there's a flood of tears. And I also feel that if you have any type of journal, if you were to reflect on it, go and review the things that you wrote down. The things that you wrote down, I feel like would make you cry I think you are going to realize that you've come a long way, which is another thing that I saw overall in the main reading, is that you have come a long way. So just hang in there, because the hardest part is almost over, whatever your situation is. So I hope that makes sense. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.